bouquet of flowers usually contains plenty of cut foliage alongside the flowers. Jim Costello specialises in growing cut foliage for high-end florists. Kitty travelled to Tralee in County Kerry to find out more.
According to Teagasc, the European flower industry is worth approximately 2.5 billion, of which cut foliage is an estimated 250 million. And the south of Ireland has long been recognised as an ideal location for the production of this cut foliage. I've travelled to Tralee in County Kerry to meet cut foliage producer James Costello of Irish Green Guys, who's trying to make his products stand out from the crowd.
So at the moment we've between 50 and 55 different types of foliage in the ground.
And over how many acres?
About 160 at the moment,
Okay.
but that's growing every year.
From propagation to harvest, there must be a huge amount of maintenance entailed.
The first couple of years is really labour intensive, and once they're up and running then and established, it's keeping on top of nutrition, weed control and trying to get the product as good as we can.
I noticed that you're interplanting here. Is that a standard technique for foliage growing?
When we started it was all monocropping, which was the tradition at the time, but over the years we've learned that crops actually enjoy working together. There's a synergy there. So here we have eucalyptus, which is a taller plant, and it shades the laurel, which is a shade-loving plant, and there's also a lot of soil and natural benefits to the interplanting.
3 months growth, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's an amazing plant, so we prune it back in the summer, and within 3 to 4 months, it's 15 to 20 foot high.
Unbelievable.
The Irish foliage industry is valued at about €7 million annually, with over 200 hectares of production concentrated in counties Cork, Kerry, Waterford, Wexford, Wicklow and Dublin.
A lot of our product at the moment is ending up on high-end florists in London, Manchester, Amsterdam, a lot concentrated in the high-end flower shops and event planners all over the UK.
And what are those high-end florists looking for in particular?
They're looking for something different. So how can they differentiate what they're doing in the marketplace? So I suppose we focused on trying to offer different products, different colour foliages, different textures, and most importantly scent. So a lot of scent has actually been bred out of flowers over the last number of years. So we're growing some really, really unique scented varieties of eucalyptus that are really highly scented, rosemary, different types of herbs and foliages that give a real point of difference for high-end customers.
You appear to be a bit of a trendsetter then, James.
So we're always looking 4 or 5 years ahead, and it's very difficult to predict what's going to be trendy in 5 years' time, but we're always looking at different colours, different textures, different types of foliages, sourcing seed from all over the world. We've batches of seed coming in from New Zealand next month to try out new varieties that will maybe be the trends in 2025 or 2030.
Clearly there's huge potential for the expansion of the cut foliage market, but what are the barriers, do you think?
There's a lot of barriers, Kitty. Land availability, the uncertainty in the global market, I suppose, and the fact that we're planning 4 to 5 years ahead. Who knows where the world is going to be in 4 or 5 years' time. If you look back 4 or 5 years, who'd have thought we'd have been through what we've gone through in the last while. But I suppose, look, growers by their nature, we're risk takers. You have to be. You have to believe in yourself, believe in your product, and believe that there's a place for your quality, and there will always be in the future.
And how did Brexit affect your business with London?
I suppose I looked at Brexit in that I was fully committed to the UK market, so we had to deal with it and deal with all the paperwork that's come with it. A lot of our competition is coming from Asia, Israel, Canada, and a lot of them probably didn't invest in the UK market as much as we have post-Brexit. So I think in the long term, there'll be more opportunities for us in the UK post-Brexit.
So how does a grower find the transition into being all over social media?
Instagram is huge with florists and with flower trade and with trends for brides looking to get married or people looking to host events. And it's also great for us to see what our florists do with our products, and that inspires us even more.
And if I was to prepare an Instagram-ready bouquet, what would you recommend?
Well, there's 10 acres out there, Kitty. Away you go.
Okay. Wow, where do I even start?
It's always great to see a success story, especially when it's an Irish product, and especially when the product stands out from the crowd. And it's even nicer to see an Irish brand and product setting the trends in high-end florists in London and Europe.